Hey, what's going on, guys? Rick with Rick's Toy Room, and as you can tell, the office has gotten some new shit. I've got a pile of filament, and this is only half the order. As you can see right there, Dad sent a bunch for Christmas. He's like, I don't know what to get you, but I know you'll use it, so he sent me a stack of new colors, so we're going to do all kinds of projects with that. The closet, obviously, has gotten some more boxes in it. I've been storing some more crap in there and selling some more crap. And then, of course, what you see behind you is the bastardization of arcade cabinet. So anybody that grew up in the 80s and 90s knows that arcade cabinets get reused all the time. And that is the reason for the JAMA standard, and I think we went into this a few videos back. But you could easily rip out a board, plug a new one in, all the wires are all the standard across the boards and the pinouts, and you just, sometimes add a couple extra buttons and it's a new game. Well, some joker took NBA Hang Time and they turned it into NFL Blitz 2000 / NBA Showtime 2000 Gold combo board. And that's great because they had it all hooked up. They had the really expensive 49-way control sticks in there, which you can see are missing. And it worked great. They put the compact flash kit in there, and that helps with the hard drive when the hard drives fail. I mean, they were a lot more reliable. Well, the problem with this particular machine, old Betty over here, the new operator that bought it as Blitz Showtime, and you can't really see it because of the glare, but it's got the marquee up there for Blitz Showtime. The power supply went bad. And instead of, spend, a couple minutes looking up who has the power supplies, how to get them, how expensive they are, he tried to hook up other power supply he had on hand. Well, by doing so, it was set incorrectly, and it blew the board. It fried one of the resistors or capacitors, and it fried all kinds of other stuff on the board too. So he tried to fix it, couldn't get it fixed, put it up on eBay or Facebook Marketplace for $500, and I was like, for $500, I'll switch it right, I'll flip the boards and put NBA Jam in. Well, I kind of done that. So, got it home, messed with it, talked to a bunch of the guys in the arcade groups that I'm in, and one guy's like, look, it's not doing jack shit right now, the capacitor is shorting out, tear the blown capacitor off the board, see if she'll boot back up. And as soon as I did that, sure shit, it booted. The problem was I had the settings for the monitor all fumbled with, so it was all scrambled. The game kept rebooting, just like it was doing to the previous owner. So I turned around and I spent like 2 days messing with it, checking voltages, just checking generic parts, swapping some parts back and forth. Couldn't get it further than boot screen reboot. So I was like, I'm done. Ripped the board out through NBA Jam, and the problem is the 49-way control sticks that Midway used for Showtime and Blitz don't work for Jam, Tournament Edition, and Hang Time. So I said, fuck it. I've got a working NBA Jam board. I basically had it swapped out for a bad one that I had a while ago. I said, fuck it, I'm done. So I ripped out everything, except for the main JAMA harness, which is connected to the monitor, the power supplies, the lights, the coin doors, etc. I ripped out the entire insides of the Showtime. The hard drive, the compact flash, video card, audio card, main board, second board, all gone. It's all sitting on my kitchen table right now. And then I ripped all the control sticks out. Now, the control sticks were a pain in the ass to get out because for whatever reason, the 49-way that they bought don't separate. It's supposed to have a little pin system. You pop the pin, pulls the handle out, have a nice day. Well, those ones weren't doing it. So they had some little plastic cover in here that was holding the stick essentially into the board and keeping crap from falling into your machine. I busted it out. I was like, I'm not messing with this. I'm not going to rip all the graphics out yet because I wasn't ready to do all the graphics in it. So I just busted them out, got the controllers out, totally dewired it. I cut off the inline connector they had that worked for the 49-way, pulled the manual. The problem is they had the pinouts for some reason aren't matching the manual, and I don't know why. So I just spent the last 2 hours putting all new quick disconnects, and I'm losing them all over the place because the jokers that sold me these didn't sell it to me with a resealable bag. But all new quick disconnects on the wires, traced the wires back to the main board, hooked them up to the buttons, still had a couple wrong. Then I found out one of the cherry switches were bad. So, a little cherry switch called cherry switch, because the top looks like a little cherry. This is really what runs all your controls. This is everything your arcade does. It just pushes this little button. But had to replace that. Luckily, I have plenty of those on hand because I've got plenty of arcade machines. So, replace the cherry switch. Player 1 and player 2 core buttons. Start, pass, shoot, steal, turbo. All work, all rewired. Good to go. I have the original 8-way control sticks on their way in right now, so they'll be here Sunday. Once those go in, I'll put all 4 control sticks in, and I can't wire player 3 and 4 because they require a full-on harness. Now, I'm not messing with running full harnesses. I'm not. So I bought a set of those, which now I realize I didn't need them. I could have probably hand-wired the crap out of them with what I had on hand. Actually, I might do that right now. But I have a set of harnesses for player 3, player 4 coming. They'll be here. I think the last update was after Christmas, which really sucks because I bought this crap like 5 days ago. The seller talked to me like a couple days ago. I was like, oh, yeah, this is all work. It's all good. So I made the purchase, and he still hasn't shipped it. Granted, it is Christmas-ish, so I'm sure they're busy. But order update, he's packing it. I have a tracking number, which came through today. It's in New Baltimore, Michigan, which is hilarious because I could have probably just had the guy get it to my mom and it came with my mom's box. But it's supposed to be here basically on the day after Christmas. So as long as the postal service is running and this guy gets this thing in the mail sometime the next day, I should get it next week, which means after Christmas I will have all the controls completely redone, and this thing will be playing NBA Jam. Technically functional. The monitor's got a couple problems with it. It's really, the colors are just faded. I want to get in the back of it and take a look at the actual main neck board, see if I can tweak that. If I cannot get that to tweak with some better colors, I'll get a hold of a couple of my other guys and see if somebody can rejuvenate the monitor. I'd love to get it not look so gray. So we're going to do some monitor repair on it. And by we, I mean I'm going to pay somebody to do that because I'm not fucking with it. I'm not blowing up a monitor. These CRTs are not cheap. Then the next part is all the graphics. So I ordered the new marquee. That's going to be here January like 1st or 2nd. I'm about to order these panels here and get these replaced, get this crap off. I need the control panel overlay, and then I need the sides. Now the sides are about $152 for the pair. So I'm not looking forward to spending that on this machine, but I also at the same time I want this back to its original glory. Now again, you see the original side art is NBA Hang Time. NBA Jam Tournament Edition, and NBA Hang Time all use the exact same cabinets. And Midway released these sequentially. So it was NBA Jam Tournament Edition, Hang Time, and the reason they went to Hang Time was, there's a whole YouTube story about this. Midway had the rights to make an NBA game. The game was licensed through the NBA. The NBA owned the rights to NBA Jam. Hard to understand, right? So you have Midway makes NBA Jam. Midway gets the license to use NBA likeness, NBA name, yada 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 yada. In turn, the NBA owns the title NBA Jam. So when things went south, when Midway basically went bankrupt, Acclaim, everybody started, like all the video game industry started to implode, the NBA basically took NBA Jam and said, you can't have it anymore. So then Hang Time came out, and then Showtime came out, and then yada, 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 yada. Officially, NBA Showtime is the last official Midway NBA Jam game in the lineage. There were a couple other NBA games that were done on consoles, but there's a whole other video for that. Needless to say, because this cabinet is exactly the same as the original NBA Jam and NBA Jam Tournament Edition, I'm going to restore it. Now, there's definitely a lot of woodwork here that's messed up. I just spotted a spot earlier where it's cracked on the wood there, peeling here. Like, I don't know. I don't have the skill set to like patch this, repair it, sand it, and I don't know if I'm going to put in the time to do that. I might. You know, I might just sand it and then drop the labels on it, call it a day. Really just need some wood filler. I'm going to have to take those 2 bolts out and the 2 bolts on the other side and get this monitor out. That's going to be a pain in the neck. And the reason is because when I put the new graphics on, I don't want the graphics sticking over the bolts. So if with the bolts out, I can put the graphics in and then drop the bolts back in. That's going to take a couple days. I'm not anywhere near changing the side graphics yet. All the rest of these are a quick swap. So I'm going to spend the $30 here in a minute, buy these new stickers, and then if I can get the control panel for under $40, I may do that. That way I can remove this, that, and if I can get the bezel out, then that'll basically give all the front facade of NBA Jam. And then next payday I'll just buy, you know, the sides, which honestly next payday's here in like 10 days. So by the next time I do a video, because I've been so behind, this entire thing will be restored back to NBA Jam. And that makes me excited. So the last NBA Jam I had was a old Konami cab. I actually think it was Turtles. And I dropped NBA Jam in it. I dual booted NBA Jam and Turtles. And I never redid the cabinet. At one point I thought about doing NBA Jam sticker on one side, but the cabinet wasn't the same size. Because this is the original, like I said, I'm going to restore this to its full glory, and I will officially own, finally, an original NBA Jam cabinet, which is going to be really nice. I've always loved NBA Jam. I've had an affliction for Midway games. My next purchase right now, I'm talking to a guy for a Killer Instinct cabinet. I need to get a hold of him tonight and see how bad the wiring is, because the guy put a PC in it. He said he has all the original parts minus the Killer Instinct JAMA board. So depending on how bad the wiring's hacked up, I might buy that cabinet too. As long as the monitor works, which he showed games playing on it. So it's an original CRT. If he didn't jack the wiring up out of the JAMA harness too bad, or if he didn't bypass, I got to see how bad the wiring is, because if he really fucked the wiring up, it's not going to be worth my time to take a KI cabinet, restore it. Though now that I'm saying this out loud, depending on what his wiring looks like, I could throw a Raspberry Pi 5 in it and just run Killer Instinct emulated. I might actually buy that cabinet tomorrow. That actually isn't a bad idea. We might do that. We might buy the cabinet tomorrow. So I need to see the wiring. But by time you see the next video, there might be a Killer Instinct sitting next to this. And if there is, that means my Mickey Mouse table's got to move. And I'm running out of space for shit in this house. So we'll see. I would love to have a KI. I'm not a big... I like to emulate games. But there's certain things I don't like to emulate. Like arcades are one of those things I don't want to emulate. I want real hardware. I want I want everything. I want it all legit. This right now is legit NBA Jam. There's an NBA Jam 3.01 version board in here. I may update some of the ROMs because I want some of the cooler new characters. But there's an NBA Jam in here. Like, this is a legit NBA Jam JAMA. It has real arcade wires, real micro switches. Like this, real CRT. This is a real arcade. Killer Instinct, I've got a Street Fighter that's a real, well, it's a Joust that was converted to Street Fighter, but it has real JAMA boards in it. It's running Street Fighter, World Hyper Fighting, World Championship Edition, and World Warrior. And then I also have the Street Fighter the movie board in there. So I actually have 3 Street Fighter boards. Championship Edition, World Warrior. Champ can be upgraded to Hyper Fighting, which is what I did. I upgraded my ROMs to Hyper Fighting, so I have Hyper Fighting in there right now. I have the Street Fighter 2 World Warrior, which is by far my favorite game of all times. And then I have Street Fighter the movie. The intent would be to take the Killer Instinct temporarily and make it my Street Fighter the movie. Depending on how bad the wiring is, and like I said, if I don't just emulate it to KI and call it a day, which, it's not a bad idea. Emulate it to KI on a Raspberry Pi 5 can easily run Killer Instinct without a problem. I'm going to look into that tonight. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, I've been back into arcade machines. I did get, if you're following Instagram and Facebook, you saw that I got the HasLab Ecto 1 in. I have not opened it. It is still in the factory box, the way it shipped to me. I don't know the condition of it. I didn't look at it. I've been busy. I just finished delivering everybody's Christmas gifts. So if you ask me, Christmas is done. I don't care about Christmas anymore. I really can't wait to take the tree down. I can't wait to put the decorations away. I did not light the house up this year. I'm not in the mood. I don't care. This year, Christmas felt really shitty to me. So I made a few people's Christmas nice, and then I don't care. I bought a lot of crap for myself for Christmas between Black Friday and the last 2 weeks. My Christmas tree has tons of presents underneath it, primarily because I just like to be my own Santa. And then I couldn't fit this under the tree. Sorry, guys. So, yeah, that's it. That's the news video. That's the latest project. By the time you get, like I said, see me the next time, I'm going to rip this sticker off, clean this up. I'm going to rip these stickers off, this sticker off, that header off, and then I'll give you guys a full-blown walkthrough of everything and show you some more photos of the aftermath that was tearing this motherfucker apart. So, all right, guys, it's been long enough. Thanks for hanging out with me, hearing about the restore, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Happy holidays if I don't make it back before Christmas next week.